Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Logan, and today we are going to talk about the big news going around in the Pokemon community right now. The reprints are coming. Sort of. Some reprints are coming. So as you guys have heard, we have booster bundles, tins, reprints coming for like Destined Rivals, Journey Together, and Prismatic Evolutions. But haven't heard anything about any booster boxes. Booster box reprints coming, and who knows if we will. I would hope that we would get some booster box reprints, but for Pokemon's financial business, it's so much cheaper to print the booster bundles because it's just 6 packs and a small, very small box, little bit of piece of plastic, and ship them out. Whereas a booster box is a little bit bigger, yada yada yada. But so we did get some good news, but not all the good news that we wanted to hear. So let's just kind of look at some stuff, guys. We're already kind of seeing some of these sets go crazy. And let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the information that we've gotten recently. And also, I forgot to mention the Ascended Heroes delay. So we were only getting 2 products at release, and that was a 3-pack tech sticker and a 2-pack blister. The 2-pack blister has been delayed, so now all we're getting is a 3-pack, the 3-pack tech sticker collection. So it comes in 3 packs, and that's all we're getting on release day. So Pokemon can't keep up with the stuff that is coming out. And it's not like Ascended Heroes is a bad set by any means. It's actually going to be a really good set. You got the Mega Gengar and Mega Dragonite in it. You only need those 2. That's 2 top, probably 10 Pokemon for fan favorites of all time. That it's like, man, this is really getting delayed even farther because Pokemon just can't print. They can't keep up to demand. Doesn't matter what they do. So like I said, let's kind of look at some stuff right now. You got Scarlet and Violet base. We were supposed to get one last hoorah reprint of all those sets that are going out of rotation here in April. Scarlet and Violet base is a part of that rotation. As you can see, these were almost $200 a box, probably 10. You could probably get them on the secondary market, but the market price dropped to $218, and now they're just chugging. Lowest listed from a reputable seller that's a slight dent is $266 right now for a Scarlet and Violet base. So, Scarlet and Violet base is a good set. Nothing too crazy, but not a bad set at all. But when you're comparing it to the Scarlet and Violet era, that it is kind of a bad set if you're putting it in that context. And overall context is not a bad set at all. But, so, with that said, we were supposed to get one last reprint. What is this box going to go to now that we might not get a reprint? There's no booster box reprint in sight. These aren't even in tins and collection boxes anymore. These are just kind of phased out. So what is this going to end up going to if it's already like this? And if the Scarlet and Violet base is getting like this, I cannot talk today. I do apologize, guys. What's Paldea Evolved going to do? Everybody was all chirping and going crazy about Paldea Evolved booster box reprints. And let's look at the year chart. I mean, it got down. Oh, golly. That's crazy. Year chart, a year ago, they were $190. They did get all the way up to about $475. Then they corrected down to the mid 3s. And now they're chugging back up. Lowest listed is $415, $416 for a Paldea Evolved booster box. That, if we get no more booster box reprints, what's really going to happen to this set? Because this is a good set. Obsidian Flames is right there with it. It is a good set. And obviously, you got 151 of Paladin Fates also going out of rotation. But I'm kind of just focusing on booster boxes for the early sets right now. So if Paldea Evolved doesn't get a booster box reprint, which they could, very slim chance, I'm almost willing to stamp that they're not because they can't keep up with Ascended Heroes. That why would they go back 10 sets probably now to Paldea Evolved and reprint the booster boxes? Next up, I've been kind of on a not hype train with Twilight Masquerade, but I've been kind of saying this could be the sneaky set of the Scarlet and Violet era. That was like, everybody was like, it's Paldea Evolved, Paladin Fates, 151, Surging Sparks, Destined Rivals, Prismatic Evolutions. Those are like the top sets And I think Twilight Masquerade could be right up there with it for investment purposes for sure, because it is a good set, and it's just sandwiched in between two titans of blocks of sets. Like I already named them. That was like, if this really doesn't get a booster box reprint, this could be up there with right up there with Paldea Evolved as well. That because it is a good set. It is, I mean, don't sleep on this set at all. And let's look at the year chart. So it's been kind of, I mean, just look, it's been steady growth, honestly. Just steady, steady, steady. Then kind of corrected a little bit, then steady. Got all the way up to about 330. Then it dropped all the way to 265. And now we're rolling right back up. Lowest listed reputable seller, Sleep Packs, is like basically 306, 310. So we're creeping back up to the all-time high for market price for Twilight Masquerade Booster Box. And that's with no reprints in sight. Twilight Masquerade's only got a year and 3 months until it's out of rotation. To where it's like, as we get farther and farther down the line, is Pokemon really going to go back? Now we're looking at probably like 6 sets into the past with Twilight Masquerade, and that's not counting the specialty sets. So it's like, I mean, the sets are just getting older. They can't keep up with the newer stuff. That what are they gonna do when all this other stuff needs to be reprinted? Same thing with Surging Sparks. It's literally the same thing. Let's look at the year chart. I was going up and down, got all the way down to 215, then stormed up to 289. Dropped back down to about 228, and now we're settling right around. I mean, not even settling. We're going back up, guys. Look at this. 275, lowest listed from a reputable seller. And then it jumps into the 280s instantly. So, Surging Sparks, kind of the same thing with Twilight Masquerade. It is a hype set. It is the set that started the boom with the Pikachu SIR. People think it was 151 Paldea Fates. No, it was Surging Sparks. So maybe that has some nostalgia feel for the people that were here when the boom started, or before the boom started as well, that they know that it was Surging Sparks that boomed it all. Literally. But good set. And like I said, it's sandwiched in between two titans that I don't think they'll forget about it, and it is still newer down the line, but like I said, they could reprint everything, and they could shut my mouth and prove me dead wrong. Now, can they print it to the point where it's all going to just drop to zero MSRP or anything like that? No, I do not think so. Next up, even Journey Together. I mean, look at this, guys. Got down to 225, about 225, and now it's ran up all the way, lowest listed reputable seller, 250 for Journey Together. Everybody said this set's so trash, it's terrible, but it's really not that bad of a set, guys. Just people are just hating to hate. I guess if you put in like I said with the Obsidian Flames or Scarlet and Violet base set, that you put into the Scarlet and Violet era, is it one of the worst sets? Yes, by no means is it a bad set. That even this set is going up. Yes, we're getting booster bundle reprints, which could drop the individual pack price, the card prices, and everything like that. But if we don't get booster box reprints of these sets, it doesn't matter what the set is. It's going to go up. And that all leads to the big boy in the Scarlet and Violet era. Destined Rivals, guys. I mean, it's insane what this set is doing. Absolutely insane that a set that is not even probably a handful of months old. I don't even know. How old is this set? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below how old this set is. Because, I mean, it can't be that old. But let's look at this, man. So it got up to about 415, 416. Then we had that Pokemon Center restock. Dropped down to about 390. So it dropped like 20, 30 bucks. And now it's just going. It's just going, man. Forget about it. Those are all loose packs. We're going to have to go to the second page. Sleep packs. Lowest listed from reputable sellers, $435 basically, guys, for Destined Rivals booster box. I mean, that's above market price. So it's still chugging. So this will be the one that if we, for some odd reason, Pokemon does not do booster box reprints, this set will be just out of reach. People are calling you crazy for buying it at 250, 300, 350, 400 to where it's like people are going to call you crazy. But if they don't reprint it, they're going to call you smart. They're going to be like, wow, that was a no-brainer. The signs were all there. You know what I'm saying? They can't keep up with the new stuff. How are they going to reprint the old stuff? This and that and the third. Like I said, they could. Who knows what Pokemon's going to do? But Pokemon is in some trouble with the demand being this high. And they can't catch up. They really can't. And even with the new reprints that they announced with no booster boxes, that's like, we're in some deep waters when it comes to Destined Rivals. That a set this young in its cycle is, MSRP is what, 165? So we're about 330. So we're 2.5x basically above MSRP for a set that is so young in its cycle is unheard of. Absolutely unheard of. But that might just be the new market. Like I said, the Destined Rivals booster box would have to drop like $260, guys, to get back to MSRP. So the MSRP thing for most of these sets is just kind of out the window. I don't see it going to MSRP at all. You know how much they would have to print of Destined Rivals to get back to MSRP? They would have to shut off everything basically and focus on Destined Rivals. And guess what? They already did that for. We're gonna skip right here. They already did that for this guy right here. They didn't do it, but they basically shut everything off. They came out with an official statement saying, we're going to print Prismatic Evolutions to demand no matter what. It's going to happen. They can't keep up. They can't keep up with the demand, guys. Lowest listed right now for a Prismatic ETB reputable seller is $135 plus shipping. $135, and then it's just going to keep going. It's just going to keep going. Let's look at the lowest last sales. Yeah, basically 130, 130, 135, 127, 124. So we're right around 128, 130 bucks. But lowest listed right now is 135 for Prismatic, and they tried their hardest. And I think that's why they're so far behind on Ascended Heroes. That would be because they try to print this set to the ground, and guess what? MSRP is what, $65 after tax? So you tell me this is still double MSRP after all the printing they've done. It's still double to where it's like, do you know how much they printed of this set already? They would have to do that times 2, times 3 to get it back down to MSRP. And it's just not possible. It's just not, because they have all these other sets they got to print. They can't just focus on that one set, because then everything else is going to go to the moon. To where, and speaking of focusing, we got the Mega Evolutions right here. Like the enhanced booster box probably not going to get reprinted anymore, but it is rising up. Lowest listed right now is 250, and it was in the 220s, so it is rising up. That you get a free Bulbasaur stamp. Why not? Next up, you got the Mega Evolution, just random. The normal one is right around 250 as well. This one is the kicker. When that second wave came in, everybody was like, okay, it's going to kill the price. It actually did the opposite effect. And now you add, because it's like, well, we got the second wave. When's the third, fourth wave going to come in? And then this announcement saying, oh, there is no third or fourth wave right now for Phantasmal Flames. So now these are almost $200, guys. They were pretty freaking close to 200. I think secondary market, you could have got them for like 190. But now look, lowest listed, reputable seller. We're going to have to go to page 2. We're going to have to go to page 2. Oh my goodness. Is that lowest listed reputable seller is 265. 265, guys. What's the sales? 254, 254, 265, 255. So we're $255 a booster box of Phantasmal Flames. Like I said, you throw in the fact that they're already delayed with Ascended. You throw in the fact that the second wave is out. There's no announcement for another wave or two. And then you throw in the fact that, there's no announcement for any booster box waves coming in anytime soon. So it's like, you think about these stuff, that this might just be kind of the new market. That Pokemon might be shifting their ways. Like I said, might be. Who knows what they're going to do. But my message is, I'd rather be too early than too late. Because I got called crazy buying this for $250. I got called crazy. They're like, you're really gonna buy a brand new set, $90 over MSRP? And I said, you best believe I am. Because I'd rather be too early than too late. So I'm gonna put some of my money where my mouth is. I'm gonna sell some of my slabs, and I'm gonna try to get what I can get for some of these boxes, guys. Because it's like I said, they can't print everything when they have this beast right here to print, and then they have this beast right here to print. And you better not forget about Surging Twilight Masquerade. Hey, what happened with now? Those are just the booster boxes. They still got to print 151. What's gonna happen with that? Paladin Fates. What's gonna happen with that? I mean, it's just so much that they have to print. The printers can only do so much, guys. They're already on overdrive right now to where it's like, what can they do? The Pokemon hype isn't going away. We made it through the dead time in the Pokemon cycle is what it is. We would have thought after Christmas, after everybody goes on vacation, buys all the presents, spends all that money, everybody would be like, okay, let's relax a little bit. Let's recoup some funds. Let's wait a little bit, get our money back, to where the market could have died down a little bit. And it's not. It's gearing back up. It's turning back up, guys. Isn't it? There's no end in sight. People say the crash is coming, crash is coming. It is not coming. It is not. This is a different world, I guess, that we're in right now, to where it's like Pokemon has so many eyes on it. So many people are opening up packs to where it's like, until Pokemon comes out with like stinker sets, and like it had to be like 2 or 3 sets back to back to where it would be like, okay, people start losing some love for it. Or if people don't like Gen 10, Scarlet Violet era, people really didn't like Gen 9. So maybe that could be the kicker to kill the hype down a little bit. But there's so many people that are educated in this to where it's like, that would make me want to buy more. Like when it dies down, that's when you buy. When the COVID crash came in, that's when I should have bought. But I was a dumb kid and I didn't buy. And I opened up everything. And I didn't keep it sealed. I bought, but I opened up everything and I didn't keep stuff sealed. But now I know to where it's like, when that dead time comes, there's always going to be something down the road to where it can kick it. But like I said, I don't see that happening this year unless for some odd reason the sets that they are releasing are just bad. But with the feature Pokemon in the sets, I don't see that happening at all. We got the Zygarde set coming out, which that Mega Zygarde, that card that just got leaked, looks insane. Then you got the Rayquaza set later. Then you got the 30th year anniversary later after that. And then who knows what they're going to do with the holiday set. Who knows? I mean, there's so much. Pokemon literally can't keep up. And like I said, it would take 2 or 3 bad sets for the hype to fall down. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. But I'm kind of rambling. I hope you guys kind of get the message. Don't be late. Rather be early. Because if you look back and you buy some of these boxes, let's say you buy it for $400, Desperados Booster Box. Last thing, and then I'll get out of here. You buy it for about $400, you get a little discount. Buy now, secondhand market. You're not going to get it full market price. And let's say reprint comes in, it drops down to $300. And that would have to be a major reprint. Major to get it down to $300. Are you 3-5 years in the future? Are you really gonna be tripping over that $100? Are you gonna be like, wow, this box is X amount now. I'm so glad I bought it. It doesn't matter if it dropped down. I'm glad I bought it at $400 instead of taking my chance for it to drop. When 3-5 years down the road, this box is going to be times X. You know what I'm saying? I hope you guys get that message. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the new news that they got, the delays, the reprint situation that they got going on. Let me know what set you think is going to be the one that takes off. There's a lot of stuff out there. Let me know your guys' thoughts and what you guys think about this situation. But I appreciate all the love and support. As always, you guys have a great day. Peace.